South to James River.
A funnel cloud drops from the sky above James River Freeway and Kansas Expressway.
We just seen it form, and we got under here, and we started seeing debris falling everywhere. And
drivers who spotted pull over under an overpass.
We were driving down the highway, and we were looking ahead, and I said, that cloud doesn't look normal. And as we got closer, you could see that it was, like, actually coming down and, like, funneling and moving. And
It's just gives you goosebumps all over. You just kind of lose your train of thought. Pulled over right here, and these two old boys almost wrecked their truck coming down, and it come down right over the top of us. And I told everybody to get back because the debris was coming in towards us. I told them, I said, get back.
so you pulled under here and tell me again what you told people.
I told everybody to get back. They shouldn't be standing out there like they were standing out there looking, and when the debris started coming down, I said, please get back.
They don't realize it, but the worst has already passed, though debris continues to fall from the sky. In the nearby town of Battlefield, neighbors in the Laurel Farm subdivision come out of their homes to see this.
We were down in our basement, and I just saw a black funnel cloud and debris flying. That's when I told my family to get into the shelter, and as soon as we got in the shelter, we heard debris fly and hit the house. I got it on tape on the wall side coming in and watched the rope come just right through here. I'm about 8 houses up, and then I knew it was going to hit, so I went right to the cellar, and it was loud, so loud, and debris was just smashing against the house.
And one woman that I talked to, who lives right across the street, was on the phone with her mother. And just before the phone went dead, she could get out the words, "I'm okay, Mom." And then she looked out the window. The phone went dead. She saw her neighbor's fence coming toward her, and that's when she ran down into her basement. Now, ironically, her home is one of the few in this neighborhood that was completely untouched by this tornado. We have heard sirens coming through the neighborhood throughout the evening, a few ambulances, but they haven't come down this street or the other street over in this subdivision. We also have a lot of sightseers who have come through just to see the damage for themselves. So we have law enforcement officers set up on the other edge of this street and on the other edge of the subdivision, closer to the front entrance to it. We have people set up there so that you can prevent people from coming in, and a few of those people actually live in here, and they're having to convince authorities that my house is in there, I need to get through and see if everything is okay. Just now, I saw a family running toward each other and hugging and embracing and crying. My only guess is that they just returned home and were just able to find each other and realize that everybody is okay. Again, I know of no injuries in this particular neighborhood, but I do know that several ambulances have come and gone from a few streets over. Tony, Jerry, or Lisa?
Christina, we have video, actually, of the battlefield. You showed us some. We have some more. I want you to stay with us and tell us where you were, because you left the station to go down there right as it hit.
Yes.
You actually saw the tornado. We're still looking at the tornado that hit Battlefield right now.
Okay, that's the tornado. Now, I'm not sure if that's the tornado that we saw. That would have been something to see, I think. The one that we saw was a funnel cloud that dropped from the sky after the Battlefield tornado blew through. So it was on the other edge of that system. And what it did was it just lightly dropped out of the sky. It looked like it was coming straight down to hit James River Freeway where we were, and it was just something to behold. And we started to get a little scared, the photographer Tim Limecooler and I, because debris started falling down on us. Big, huge pieces of tin and insulation and wood and certainly tree limbs and leaves and things of that nature. So that's when we hurried to get underneath the overpass nearby, and we found quite a few people who were frightened, kind of huddled underneath that overpass, but yet at the same time in awe, watching the storm that had just passed through. Many of them said this is really a beautiful storm, but yet odd and scary at the same time. So we all just kind of stood there and watched it together. It really was something to see.
The debris that it kicked up was just amazing. It wasn't that big until it hit the ground, and then you could see the effect of the wind and the dust and everything it hit. It seemed to just spray around.
Well, and Jerry, it was coming down forcefully as well. It was really coming down hard, and you know that debris had been way up high in the sky because some of it had come down that had icicles on it. So, you can only imagine where that stuff has been. The yard that I'm standing in, the owner of this home says, there's somebody's lawnmower here. And he said, I don't know whose this is. Somebody else said their car is missing. So